Welcome to Gamecast episode 3. It's quite late at night now. This will not be a standard cast because of there's very little energy. It's gonna go out. So this is a very relaxed, calm, chilled out video. Like is doing some Destiny 1 glitch for a potentially future video. And he's gonna explain all of that.
Yeah. So for anybody who played Destiny 1 back in the day when House of Wolves was coming out, there was a way that you would go in underneath the door in the Cosmodrome in the rocket yard, and you could just use your spire or whatever to get through the door once people figured that out. But there was a tiny gap in a door that you could go in and then beside a rock to get outside the map. And the glitch took 2 or 3 minutes. But I wanted to do it because it was one of the first like actual major glitches I had ever done. And wanted to potentially take Mac through and torture him with that.
Torture.
That was
I'm not
kind of
sure
funny.
how I feel about
Yeah, it's fun, man. You'll enjoy it.
that. But there's some sort of captain gauge you told me at the end or something like that.
Yeah. So that was accessible before the DLC was released. So it
Yeah, House of
was.
Wolves guy.
Yeah. People actually speculated that it was the final boss,
Oh,
and then they got
how
told
wrong
us.
they were.
Iran, they were indeed.
So the final boss is Axis, right, of Destiny? Like, he is the final boss, technically.
Technically, yes,
It's pretty cool.
it is.
Shout out to Destiny 1. Probably the best game I've ever played. One of the best games I've ever played. Like, if I say it's
Yeah,
the best game I've ever played, it it shames other great games I've played. That's why saying one of my best is a better way to say it. You know what I mean?
yeah. But right now, I did try the spiraling, so now I am trying taunt glitches just to get outside the map to see if I can find another point of entry.
So this is more like a behind the scenes like game cast. So like we're in between recordings currently, um, and then we're just not doing anything too crazy right now.
Except to win the Rock Johnson.
Of course, Dwayne's being mentioned even in the game cast. Uh, you know,
Yeah, had to do it to you, Mac.
yeah, to do it to him.
No to you.
Oh, to me. Oh, sorry.
Why are you apologizing for me? Never, you know what? Never mind.
Because I
It's
had
the
to do
same
it
thing.
too.
Uh, God, why'd you have to do it to me, bro?
Speaking of that, this is sort of something that it's kind of like up our street because we're known for this. The remaster or the remake of Vault of Glass is coming on Mark, what's the date? You know the date? I don't know the date.
22nd of May, I'm
Twenty
pretty
second
sure.
of May. Well, yeah, we say like pretty sure like something could
Yeah,
happen,
it's
but
either the 22nd or the 21st. It's one of the two.
yeah. And we've spent a lot of time with Vault of Glass, and we had our speculations that it was going to be a flop or it won't be the same or something like that. And you know, just got our fingers crossed that doesn't happen.
Yeah. It'd be a shame if they were in the raid.
It would be.
So, Mike, you never actually experienced them, but there were these harpies with 2 legs. They were so infuriating.
It's just D2.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess saw them
I
actually.
hope that I hope that they don't put that in
Like
infilled with
that
glass.
raid that no one likes, the maze raid I was telling you about.
Yeah, the Garden of Boxes, everybody apparently calls it.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah. Like I technically don't have a single clear like on my record, but I did that entire raid and my internet just for some reason kept stopping.
Hmm.
So I have like 4 or 5 clears. And no one will ever know it. And I basically learned a language half on the spot. I say that it wasn't anything too interesting, but in order to get a checkpoint for this one raid, it was just like the raid wasn't hard, it was just painfully long.
Yeah, it looked awful. Always like beams and stuff. You have to like link or cop or whatever. I'm not too sure,
Uh
but it looked kind of
I'm talking about
pain.
what do you call it? Crown of Sorrow, I think the raid is called. It's it is it's a thing
Hmm.
and well, I
No.
basically I basically learned German to an extent just on the spot, and I guess that's partially why I don't do raids anymore as well. Is because they're like, but you did that thing with the and you learned the and you were even able to play a game where you hit the coordinate. I was like, listen, my head was physically sore after listening to that, and yes, I can confirm the Germans do say the very stereotypical word constantly.
Is this what I think it is?
It's but obviously that's a
Yeah.
swear in German, so.
Yeah.
But it is funny. But yeah, keep trying to be elected for that. It's a no go. I'm never doing that again.
Yeah, it sounds kind of
It's
tedious.
yeah.
I uh I can imagine learning German. I tried to learn Polish in tech because a lot of my friends are Polish. And obviously, I
Uh-huh.
only learned swear words, so that's all that really matters. Uh, and I've forgotten the most of it.
Oh, come on, give us a Polish swear for me, man. Boy, okay.
Chuj. It means Rohan means fuck mother. No, Rohan like your dad's dick actually. And what's that other one? There's one that's your mother as well. Because Alan played CS:GO, right? Well, Alex played CS:GO a lot. One of my Polish mates. And basically,
Uh-huh.
when on game chat or whatever on CS:GO, like all like the foreign people are like, fuck your mother," like constantly. And
Oh yeah, yeah.
well, not trying to be racist, but that's how it goes. And I tried to learn that in Polish, and I'm pretty sure it's if you're Polish and you're watching this, I'm sorry for getting it incorrect. Comment down below the correct way, please. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, I have to believe all that though, like.
Yeah.
But for your audio pleasure, I told you.
Like,
Well,
yeah.
like
Am I stuck? Am I real?
if you woke up late at night, Margaret, and you saw a
Uh-huh.
harpy just levitating on the outside of your room, like what are you doing about that?
I would drop kick it for wasting my time.
Like I mean, like Gorgon, not Virgin.
Oh, Gorgon, I submit. There's nothing you can do.
Like if you saw a Gorgon in
And
life, it's gonna like kill you, like they do in the thing. Or they just gonna
well, I
like float
suppose
about.
the best move would be is to as slowly and as quietly as possible hide under your blanket. That would be your best bet because then the Gorgon can't see you, and as long as you're
A
not
Gorgon's
making any
blind.
noise, yes.
Okay.
Well, kind of.
Noise is their preferred stimuli.
Yes, that is correct.
Gorgons are crazy.
They are pretty mad, actually.
We actually had to for a Minecraft segment. I don't know what craft episode it actually was, but we had to go for a Gorgons thing, and it is what it is.
That is right, Mac.
Smack, how's it come along with the glitching?
Um, I find one or two ways out of the map already, but I can't get to where I want to be.
See, Ember. Oh, hiccups. That's not good.
And no, like unlike Destiny 2, they actually left glitches in on purpose. Like
Of course they did.
Randall the Vandal is the accumulation of a glitch.
Sounds like it.
You know that? And they actually did go and name someone Randall the Vandal. You can actually find him.
This is like a vandal, like alien, right?
This is Fallen, yeah. In
Uh,
Destiny
I
1.
I keep forgetting to say fallen. I don't know why I can't remember to say fallen.
That's alright, Mac.
I'm so not at Destiny. Not
Nah, you've played your fair share of Destiny.
I've played a lot of Destiny, but like I don't know everything about it. Like, would you take a job, employment, for developing
Hmm.
Destiny 2? Like being in the team?
Right. Does this mean that I somehow just magically obtain the knowledge
Yeah,
of
you
how to
you wake
do
up and
so?
you're an employee and you have the skills set.
Yes. I try and correct where the game is going.
So you develop for D2.
Yes. To try and put it in a bit of a better direction. Destiny 2 is in a not good place.
Yeah,
Make it tolerable
tolerable.
at best.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I guess it could use work maybe.
It could indeed.
It's funny because
Then
we
again, one
haven't done any
miracle at a
Destiny 2
time.
videos.
We have not.
We sort of have we sort of like kind of find our rhythm of what videos we're making. Probably like this week or whenever we like start getting back into it, like back into daily uploads. Um, it will be like the same couple of games, just like now and again, because like they're like series and we have them there. We can just like
Yeah.
continue from where we left off in the previous part or whatever. And they're all really good games. Like all the games we do things on are pretty good. Um, I think they're quite fun. But we should get some more series. Is that a word? No, multiple
A
series,
Siri?
a series,
No.
like multiple
Series.
series, like a series, but it's more than one.
The plural of Siri.
The plural series. Um, like we kind of just do things that we kind of know, sort of like Minecraft dungeons and stuff. Like we know, we have played it before and stuff, and obviously Minecraft and whatever. But we will get some more nodes happening, and we'll get back to for the king and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all gonna work out, hopefully. If Mac doesn't die of heart failure before then.
God. It's like, I'm not gonna die of heart failure, just chill it.
The main reason why there's been absence of videos is Mac's been having high blood pressure.
Oh yeah, that too. But I also had to go into some doctor stuff even before that. That was discovered
Okay.
when I was doing the doctor stuff.
Oh yeah, the doctor stuff. Sorry. And like I, 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 like I'm not trying. Like, it sounded like Mr. Money, Mr. Greedy, just work, 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 like busy work you to death, and I don't care about your health and well-being. But I do care for your health and well-being, and I understood that you needed time, and
Yeah.
we will get back. Like March, like how we were doing in March or whatever. Surprised we actually lasted as long we did, because we came close a couple times.
Yeah.
But also we just just time wasn't
Yeah.
our friend there.
Yeah, but all that doctor stuff and everything I had to do, it's kind of just pushed it over the line.
Yeah.
No, I don't know why people would think you're a workaholic, Mick.
But I'm trying not like like I like we outside of the videos we record a few videos a session, right? So we would spend maybe a couple hours, like a few, like 4 to 5 hours maybe, like a session. You record for maybe like 2 to 3 hours of that time. Like we still like, it's not just like we hop on and we film, and that's it. We go our separate ways until a week. Like we do actually talk about stuff and sometimes play games recreationally. Rarely, but we do play
Oh
games
yeah.
for fun. And like if someone has a real problem with life, whenever, like we give the other person time and space to figure it out.
Yeah.
Um, but no, I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not a workaholic. What? Just I don't think I am. Maybe at the start I liked it because lockdown, you got so numb by just doing nothing that any work was just so like
mundane,
Yeah,
stale.
well, not stale, but like it was like fresh almost to work again because it had been so long. Because everything had shut down and whatever. So no class. Like
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
true.
have class, online class, because mine wasn't really like important enough to get. I say important enough. It was important, and they did send work, but like I was kind of in a position where they didn't need to send me work. I was like ready to log off. Uh, just waiting for a grade. That's all I was doing. So I didn't really need to have work sent. Um, so there were no Zoom classes for me, you know.
Yeah.
But
Oh
you're
my
a
God, am
Zoom
I?
man.
Yes.
You're a fan of the Zoom, aren't you?
No, I am not.
You are.
I'm not a fan of the Zoom.
Listen, you're a Zoom god.
Oh yeah, God adds in. I have fallen. Please don't respawn me behind that door. Please. Okay. The game has been merciful this time.
Merciful. But you solved it, right?
I'm out of the map and I'm where I need to be ish.
You got
But
this, Mike.
I need to get into the room. And I would like to get into the room without taunt glitching. You know, doing it more than once is already going to be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
If I can just find a panel in the roof or something, that would be great.
I'm sure you'll win.
Yeah. Oh my God, is that a dead ghost? There's a dead ghost outside the map.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, but I don't have this ghost.
Interesting. Maybe you should catch it.
I'm capturing it now.
Dinklebot.
Oh, made Dinklebot, bro. The best ghost.
Hmm.
I've actually got to remember how to get back in here. I don't know what door I did.
You got this, Mac one colon.
Mac colon one.
Mac colon one.
I can't believe I missed a ghost.
How many goes? Is there like 100 and something?
Yeah, but I missed a ghost outside the map, Mac.
Well, that's not good.
No, it's not.
You should maybe get all the ghosts.
I should.
Like, what is hypothermia?
So hypothermia. So you know the way when you get cold, your body shivers, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So your body is shivering in order to, increase the amount of calories you're burning, and energy obviously is heat.
Mm-hmm.
So it heats your body up. However, if that doesn't work, what your body then starts to do, because of how cold it is, it will then start to shut down specific parts of your body. Normally, your eyes go first because it stops doing those so it can give more blood to other places like your vital organs in order to keep your body warm. You know, your eyes aren't essential to, you know, staying
Mm.
alive to an extent.
It's weird, like.
Yeah, but basically your body just you get so cold that your body just starts shutting itself down.
But then you die, though, right?
Yep. You can die of hypothermia, yes.
It's crazy.
I can't land on that floor. Okay, bye world. It feels weird glitching back and back nowadays.
Nowadays,
Yeah.
back in the old times.
Like I haven't actively tried to break this game in a while, to
Hot
say the
minute.
least. That's a a 7 or 8 year understatement. I don't even know how long it's been since Destiny's been out.
Came out
Can't
in
even remember.
2013. I don't know. It came out in 2000 and something. Ah, that I'm sure of. God.
What's up, Mac?
Not much, Mag.
No, the platform. I feel like I'm playing Mario right now.
Mario.
Yes. There are these tiny wee ledges that I can get onto, that are sticking out the side of a wall. I feel like I'm playing like a 2D gone 3D side platformer.
Hmm.
I bet you this isn't solid. Yeah. And I just made it across.
You got it?
I know I made it across. I'm trying to
Got this,
get
mate?
to the other side of the building. Yeah. Since I'm out, I do have this.
I know. God, it's so beautiful.
What is?
Just this that man could actually create something like this. This game is just. How are we even allowed to view this? Look, it just seems too good to even be viewed by a human.
Okay, I'm in, I think.
You
Now
got
to see
this
if
one?
this is the right place. I hope this is the right place.
Think about it.
Yes. Okay, I'm in. This is where I want it to be. Now I'm gonna go fight the boss.
Boss.
Yeah. There's a guy in here. There's also enemies as well. This is one of the first times they actually learned that they should be a little more careful with their things because people was actively trying to break the game.
Hmm.
And with updates and stuff, they were actually adding the map and the enemies and the DLC. So they were.
I remember
So like it was.
you took me on that thing to get that ghost shell in D2 before the raid even came
Mhm.
out. Deepstone Crypt.
Yep.
Like was that on purpose? Yeah.
No, that's not on purpose.
But the ghost shell,
That
like,
yeah. It was just someone else discovered that. It took me hours of my life though to run that. So it did. Like I was trying it the day before as well.
hmm. I just come in for like 5 minutes.
Well, well, I asked you if you wanted to.
Well, I started to do some crazy jumps myself, so it wasn't totally effortless.
Yeah,
I wasn't really accustomed to, jumping and that.
the whole glitching.
Like it was like I basically saw the raid before it even like noted.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like just come to my house and do it, and then go back to yours and we'll play.
No, but the whole point of it is I'm taking you through it.
So this is like so basically so it works then. That's what you're telling me.
Yes, I'm telling you it works. Not the
So
way I used to do it, but it works.
an alternative route.
And no matter what, you do have to do wonton glitch.
Okay.
I couldn't get in anywhere. The only place I could get outside the map was the place that I got stuck, and I tried that several times. And there was one with a sparrow, but there was no solid platforms anywhere outside the map that I could get to.
I see. So I'll make sure this comes out before we do that video then.
Yeah. But I got it,
Nice, I knew you can get it. Told you it
and
was
the
still
note is
possible.
dead.
I told you could still do it. You didn't believe me.
I didn't say that. I wouldn't have been here if I didn't think it might work.
You should say that like that. You know. You know
I
that
know what.
that I know.
I know that
It's
you
like
know I know.
it's almost 3 in the morning.
It is.
I don't know how I feel about that.
You feel that you should probably get to sleep soon.
true. But why am I making a podcast video? That's sort of where I'm confused.
Uh, excuse me. Well, you see, you were bored and you were up, and we were both here, so you were like, sure.
We were working actually.
Well, yes, technically.
Like we are currently working right now. It's weird. Like I am one step away from sleeping, and we're.
There's another ghost? What? How many ghosts have I missed?
Oh, you're not good at Destiny 1. I have more ghosts than you. Even I have that ghost.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Keep talking, old man.
yeah. Listen, just because I'm older than you.
Not gonna lie to you, I'm still kind of shocked that the outside of the map ghost for the House of Wolves in the House of Wolves place wasn't found first
Mm.
because I didn't hear anything about that ghost whatsoever.
Maybe not many people have found it.
Listen, see when Destiny was all I played for like basically a year and a half straight,
Mm.
and the occasional Black Ops.
Black Ops.
That was it. Those were like my games.
Well, yeah, but if you're doing like crazy glitches to get there and you didn't, and you're confused why you didn't find it, that's probably why. It seems kind of quite
No,
complicated to
but the
get
whole
there.
point is, right, someone would have made a video on it saying, there's a ghost here.
Maybe
Because
we
the
should do a
like
video.
the first ghost uh, under the map, the one that I showed you in D2, I think it was.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if the ghost was still there when me and you played. And that ghost blew up, so it did. Like not the actual ghost itself, as in the fact that someone found it and that you could potentially get banned for it. It
You can get banned for
blew
finding a
up like in
ghost.
popularity wise. So
It's pretty
and
crazy.
I'm pretty sure this was discovered after House of Wolves, so I don't know why the House of Wolves one wouldn't have been found first.
Yeah.
But then again, you never know.
You never really know.
That's right. I should have clipped what door I went through.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea.
I'll I'll back out and run the glitch again. I don't know exactly where I'm going.
That's it.
Mike, are you a fan of wine shit?
Um, anyway, I don't really know what you said to me. I saw in show
Wine show. WAN.
the Wham show,
Wine.
the Wan show. Sorry.
Yep.
I'm not sure I'm aware of it actually. It sounds kind of not.
Oh, do you not know Linus's wine show?
Oh no, I'm not. I don't like. I don't know if you watch, but I don't really watch Linus like all the time, bro.
Listen, look, I know you don't watch Linus, but Linus is like a bit of a cack, if you will.
I know he's a cack, but like, man doesn't watch his content all the time.
I mean, what would you do if Linus watches our content?
I don't. I'd be so confused actually.
Yeah,
Like
doesn't
you
seem
have
like the
company
type
to
of guy.
run, bro.
Yeah,
Don't
it's a
watch our
copy to run in his wife to avoid.
yeah. Don't watch our vids, bro. Focus on your CEO.
I mean that as in Um, he put like 15,000 into GameStop. He said that he would triple the super chats that he got
Like their
during
honeymoon
WAN
money
show.
is gone. He spends on PC upgrades.
You say that like he asks for them and then he'll get sponsored. He gets most of that for free.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That's why.
Because when you have like a big thing like he does, you can just get stuff and show it off
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
I guess if you're really interested in PC stuff, like it's probably great. Like he probably enjoys it.
Well, he is. He used to work at a place called NCIX, which was literally just computer new.
Computer now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, Linus is alright. Like,
Oh, the Taken boss is here. Allow me to help these struggling individuals.
they leave him alone.
No, I'm helping them.
They've just bought Destiny 1 now. In 2021, they've bought Destiny 1.
I've helped the level 26 defeat the Taken boss.
Nice.
That's right. And now I'm being shot by Shanks. Can't say I appreciate that in my default Sparrow.
Default Sparrow.
Yep. The default Sparrows are so much better at, glitching through walls and stuff than the racing Sparrows.
Hmm. Makes sense.
No, it doesn't. Don't lie.
No, I'm sorry. I misinterpreted.
I mean, you do sound like you're ready to log off, bro.
Bro, I would want to log off since like 1 a.m.
I see. I don't understand why he hasn't yet.
Near have I, to be honest. You should probably get on that, you know.
I think you should get on that.
But
Sounds like a great
I have to
idea.
forward my career, Mac, in some way, some capacity.
You do, but it doesn't mean depriving yourself of sleep.
I'm not depriving myself. I will still sleep tonight. Just not at
I
the
know you
preferred
will,
time.
but like, still not a nerd.
Like that last sleeps every night, like a baby. He's my
Maybe.
company. And, tech tip. He used to provide tech tips to the world.
Yes. God damn it! I'm stuck in a door. Let me just switch to a rocket launcher real quick.
Gallagher.
Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. There's an easier way to do it. I'm just stupid.
God, this Mac.
No, I've already figured it out. Just so
Nice.
the way the way that I was glitching in before, right, required a taunt glitch and then you had to do a lot of parkour,
Mm.
right? But that door that I was speaking of that I got stuck inside and there was a thin layer, if you shoot yourself with a rocket launcher, your ghost, glitches out of
Yeah.
the place where you're stuck and into the area and you just warlock self-res and then you're
Rage.
there. I did not know that.
Well, I did not know that.
I did not know that.
He had a hunger for fingers that only fingers could solve,
Ah, yes, I've got
or
a
something
rumbling
like
in my
that.
tumbling
That's
that
it.
only hands can solve.
Yeah, see, I suck at like trying to describe videos. I just forget them.
Like,
My
like
memory is
it's fine.
questionable.
I'm sick at describing things.
Like I wonder if I actually have memory.
You wonder if you have dementia.
Yeah, like I wonder if I actually like my memory's like not good.
Some people just don't have that
Like I was not
good
born
of
with good memory.
like
But
this
I have to
thing.
accept
Not
that though.
everybody's memory. Like even my memory's not super great.
Yeah, but you knew that Tommy fingers could solve.
Yeah, but like my brain memorizes weird stuff. Like s- I don't even know how to argue against this.
At the end of the day, man forgets things.
Yeah,
I don't know how to solve it because I forget how to solve it.
yes.
Like imagine, right, when you forgot something, it disappeared forever. So you forget your phone before you go to tech or whatever, it's gone. Forget your keys, gone.
Forgot my age, forgot my name,
Forget your name, you're gone.
gone. I'm gone. I deleted myself.
Yeah, like if you want to like just not exist, just forget your name or your date of birth or something like that.
I forgot. However, that would be really good because you just forget the task you're doing and it's gone. You no
I
longer have
I
to do the
forgot my
task.
boss just disappears.
Uh, I have forgotten that I wasn't the boss, becomes the boss,
I what?
glitches life.
Tongue glitches life.
Uh,
I might have to have a tongue glitch life. Easy guide tutorial.
yeah, it's this easy guide tutorial to get two ghosts.
Like when they say easy guide tutorial, it's never actually easy though.
No, it is never easy whatsoever.
Remember I watched back in the day. I watched the the Touch of Malice guide to get it, and they're like, yeah, it's easy to get this weapon. Like it's not that too difficult. And then they're like, so do King's Fall. I'm like, oh, just gonna slip that in. I see, very easy.
Yeah, just a casual King's Fall.
Yeah,
Nothing
casual King's
too
Fall.
hard.
After
Right,
that, just get all like 50,000 calcified fragments
45.
while you're at it. So it might as well be
But yeah,
50,000.
it feels like it, yeah.
Exactly. Um,
But no, I don't know if you were aware of it. It's pretty old now. But there used to be like a Bubble Boy joke. So there did. These guys had
this
Oryx.
is SpongeBob, right?
Nope.
But Bubble
This
Boys,
is Destiny. This is Destiny.
but Bubble Boys is
And
SpongeBob,
these
isn't it?
guys were doing King's Fall. They got
Okay.
right to the end. The guy had a smidge of health. Everybody readies the rocket. The guy pops blessing in between all of them, and they all die.
It's hard to hear.
Yeah. Uh,
The King's
uh.
Fall is so finicky and just messy that like it's just a mess. Like
See, I think the raid personally is okay. However, when you introduce any form of bad connection at all, the entire raid breaks.
yeah, the man becomes like a stop motion film if you're like eyes lagging or whatever.
Yeah.
works. I'm talking about
It's weird. Maybe he's just on McDonald's Wi-Fi. He's having a rough time at the moment.
McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Yeah. He's streaming his raid to his phone.
I don't know if we talk about that or not, but it's hilarious. So I need to do Wrath. I don't know if I'm gonna tell it again because it's just so good. I need to do Wrath Machine right for the Outbreak. I imagine that raid was
It
involved a
was.
lot for Outbreak, and I like basically I needed one more guy for it, and like we had a guy and he wasn't too good, so I think he quit. Or we kicked him. I think he quit though. So I texted Mac and said, "Listen, I need a guy for Vosic challenge." He's like, "All right, I got you," and he joins. And like after like a few attempts, as we almost do it, he's like, "By the way, I'm playing this while walking home on my phone."
Yeah.
He was streaming the game to his phone. I was
Yeah.
like that's a new level of tactical right there. Man's
Yeah.
playing on his phone. Like,
Yeah. So by the way, it was actually quite difficult. I was playing with one hand. I had the controller up against my side. So I did so it would stay there, and I was holding my phone to my face so I could see what I was doing, just as I'm walking up the road.
I'm not to people straight. Like you're giving call outs
Yeah.
to like no one
But I'm not
basically.
giving call outs. I was messaging. However, everybody could hear all yous because I heard the response. Mate, we're we're over here playing checkers and he's playing chess.
Yeah, like just
That was
raid
it.
chat in the streets.
Yeah.
But like I can't believe like you died less than people who were playing with actual controllers in their room with like actual TV. Like
Yeah.
what's going on there? Like,
I I don't know.
it's hilarious though.
It was.
Like I died when I heard that. I was like, man's doing
Yeah.
Vosic challenge 390 on Nokia.
Look, I'm not running in a Nokia, bro.
Bro, we should do a whole raid like that. We can just two man on our phones.
We should, yeah.
Just record our
So
phone
bad.
screens. But it'll look no different though, technically. Like
Yeah, but
maybe
Relic Holder
if
is
we
going to have a lot
record,
of fun. So they are.
yeah, I'll be squinting
Because
my eyes to see it.
like, as long as you don't run, it's pretty good. But when you start running, you start noticing weird graphical bugs. But if your internet's good enough, your phone handles it, not a problem.
I can't imagine doing that like on a phone.
Yeah. It was a node.
Like everyone's gangsters here. They'll tell you in King's Fall on your phone. Like, so you're running while on your phone.
Yeah. No, I couldn't do it while running. I was walking.
No, I mean King's Fall running. Like
Uh,
what's it called, Riff Running or something like
no, I think that'd be too much because my Titan, I run with my Titan on King's Fall, you see.
that? No, no.
Usually when it gets pretty bad. I've done it more Warlock a couple of times, but the jumps are so funny, and like, even like I can play Destiny with one hand to a pretty decent degree, but actually having to like jump and sprint and stuff is not it's not an easy task to do that. However, it can do everything else. But
No.
your jetpack jump goes far too far and you're going really fast. You have to be able to really quickly tap and then rotate and then continue going because you're on a timer. It's a pain.
While walking and crossing streets,
While walking, yes.
trying not to get hit by anything. Seems doable.
Probably the most tactical thing I've ever done. You know the best of it is we almost beat it too.
Oh,
I think
we
the
did
first
beat
time
it.
it came on.
We did get it. It's just
Oh yeah,
Bostic
we got
sucks.
it. But we almost got it the first time that I was on my phone.
Imagine that.
Uh, I just come back and I'm like, hey, one moment, and they're like, okay, and I just I just came back and I'm just sorry, I was doing that bit on my phone. Just I'm back now though.
Yeah.
God.
This is unexpected.
Yeah, it was. I was coming home and just I was surprised a wild message appeared and I
Listen,
happened to
you
also
knew
have my
why I
controller.
was doing Vazic, like you knew why it was happening.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was offered like earlier in the day, so I was, but I was out seeing another family member, and yeah, but I brung my controller.
Which is so weird, but sure.
No, 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 but I could already play games, so I could,
Hmm.
but like obviously you're not going to sit and play games constantly,
No,
when you go in and seeing someone. However, when everybody else was talking to said family member, I could sit and play,
that's right.
and then, you know. Apart from the fact that everybody can hear Destiny and five other people just coming out of my phone just absolutely waffling just as I'm walking up because I also need to hear the game. You
Yeah.
know, it's
Like
that's quite
headset
fun.
on as well, just like fully in.
Yeah. See, what I didn't know is there's a button that you're automatically muted. If I had have unmute myself, I could have actually spoke
Nah, giving
while I was
call
doing that.
outs while you're in your family reunion is a little too much, I think.
Yeah, I think I would have been able to do that.
How do I? Uh, oh,
It's just tactic. However, I'm gonna give it a bit of advice here.
okay,
Mac, it's been a hot minute since we started this.
it has.
It has. Um,
Yes.
how long we on?
Uh, we're almost there.
Oh, okay.
Let's gotta finish
I don't
this.
know what that means.
Gotta defeat Poison Ivy, bro. Just real quick, alright?
I just real quick. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um. But while I'm doing this, how about you give me your ending thoughts, just so we can, you know, like just
Well,
on
I think
everything.
for a change, we should wait until you beat Poison Ivy, and then you should give me your ending thoughts on Batman.
No,
Yes,
but it's not about Batman right now. This is, I
but you're playing
needed,
Batman
I needed just
to play.
to become one.
You needed to be Batman.
Okay, now I can finally. Okay, so it's the damage phase now.
Well, you
Oh
got this, Mac.
yes. Oh yeah, I'm just absolutely destroying. I did it.
That was fast.
Listen, it's a hard game, alright? But
It's a
l-
combo breaker.
luckily I'm professional. Robin,
Yes.
don't do it, you simp. No, don't fall for it.
Just call Robin a simp.
Listen, he got love hearts in his eyes because she done some magical mana node.
Uh, see, why does Poison Ivy not just do that to Batman?
But Batman's he's immune to it.
He's immune.
Bro, I done like 4 levels.
You only
I- I've,
done four
I've
levels.
I've almost beat the game.
Oh,
No, I haven't. Oh, well,
Max almost beat the game in the space of a game
there's
cast.
15 levels in this game, and I've beaten 4 levels.
Ah, okay, right. You're not half the game.
Yeah, but like I'm basically this isn't about Batman. No, this Batman was just it just happened to be present in this game cast, but it's got nothing to do with it.
Yeah. So, what do you think of Batman so far, Mac?
I'm not. I just said it's not About Batman.
I know, but it wasn't about Destiny either, and I
I'm not.
still
I'm not.
spoke
I'm
about
not
it.
ready to
Come
give
on,
my
Mike.
thoughts on it. I'm not ready to give my thoughts yet. I need to play more to fully. That's a lie.
What do you think of what you played so
It's
far?
the best game I've ever played.
Uh,
But yes. What time is it, Mike? Give me a time, bro.
It is currently 20 minutes past 3 in the morning.
In the morning.
Yep.
We're gonna wrap this up. Um, Gamecast episode 3, the third Gamecast. I am I am the host, Mac One, and Mac One's
And
also the
I'm,
host.
yep.
Um, Mac, I can't go on yet if I finish this alone, bro. I can't do it.
But no, that should do it for this bizarre, low energy, just chill gamecast. Not talking about phone batteries and the fact that there has to be technically life somewhere else in the
Cybertruck.
galaxy. No matter what it is. No, not Cybertron, the Allspark from my Rubik's cube collection.
All right.
You, but do you not remember?
No, you said El
You
Rubid Liquid Cube.
El Rubik's cube. My brain stopped functioning for a moment.
El Rubik's Cube. That's the man himself.
Yeah, me. I am El Rubik's cube.
El Rubik's Cube. Um, how do we end Gamecasts? How did we end Gamecast
Uh,
2?
thanks for watching.
How do we end Gamecast 1?
I don't know.
What is
I don't
Gamecast?
remember. Mike, have we ever done Gamecast before? Do we
What
even
is
know?
going on?
I don't know.
Like, comment your Gamecast thoughts, and we'll do that Destiny video soon. And
Mike will be pulling his hairs out.
USB-C.
USB Type C? Mike, your lightning charger, not Type C.
Linus Tech Tips.
Linus Sebastian Tag Tips.